Michelle and I were kind of talking. I noticed that over the last few Zoom meetings, a lot of people were asking about going live, had a lot of questions about it. And I was like, what do you think? She's like, oh, yeah, great one, so that way I can answer any questions. If for some reason you're feeling intimidated by it, I don't want you to be, because here's the thing, it becomes fun, it becomes enjoyable, and it gets to the point that you really feel like you're just hanging out with your friends. And I hope that tonight I'm able to ease some of your minds and let you know that I understand, because I was once there too. I said I would never go live. I would never do a video, but I quickly found out that I needed to do that for my business. And it became important to me that I learned as much as I possibly could. And I put aside any scarcity or anything like that aside. And I really just studied the process by going into other people's lives. And once I seen that I started communicating with whoever was on live, I started to feel more comfortable, even though I was on the other side of it. So really what I want to do tonight is kind of start from the beginning of going live and give you some things that I did and some things that I've seen that are really important for you to utilize. And then we'll open it up for questions so that way you guys can ask me anything you would like, and I will help you as much as I possibly can. So first thing I want to do in the chats, I want you to put a 1 in the comment if you have never gone live. I really, truly want to see how many of you have not gone live. Wow, that is a lot, you guys. Yes. Okay, all right. Okay. So that kind of helps me out. And I'm really glad you guys showed up tonight, because I really believe that we can get past whatever it is that's holding you back, and we can get you to start going live. Okay. So here's a couple advantages that I really want you to know of going live. Like I hear a lot of people, why do you have to go live? Why is it so important? And for me, these are the things that I feel are important. This is a platform that you can tell your story. It's not a 60-second video. This is where you can really let people know who you are. You truly are. Okay? Now, it's also, while you're telling your story, you're able to actually break down the products. Break them down in a way for people to truly understand what they are and what they offer. And let me see here. Okay. One of the biggest things, and I know this is an intimidation factor for a lot of people, is they are able to ask you questions in the comments. And I hear a lot of people say, oh my gosh, I get so distracted when I see all the comments coming through. But let me tell you something. When you've got somebody on the other side engaging you through comments, that's telling you they are interested. That's where the power comes in. So now you've got to decide, how am I going to answer that question that they're asking? And how am I going to resonate with them in that answer? Okay. So this is where you're building relationships with people. I will tell you, I would say at least 30% of the people that have ever purchased from me hung out with me in my lives for anywhere from 2 weeks or longer before they ever purchased. And that right there tells you that they had a scarcity mindset, but every time that they came to meet with you in your life, you're building that relationship with them. Now they're feeling more comfortable with you and the products, right? Because you've built that relationship. They trust you, they know you, and now they like you. Okay? The other thing that I really wanted to mention about going live is you're creating your brand. This is your business. Yes, we can do that through faceless. We can do that through content in videos. We can do that on many different platforms. But going live is really where they're going to feel you. They're going to feel your emotion. You're going to sense who they are through the comments and the questions that they have. Again, going back to building relationships. So, a couple little things before we get into actually going live. Put a 2 in the comments if you knew that you can go to creator tools in TikTok and there's actually videos to teach you how to go live. Put a 2 if you know that. Okay. The reason I asked this, and it's not as many as the people that said that they had never gone live, but I'm telling you, I used those courses. I watched those videos. And the more I learned about it, the better I felt about the whole situation. But I will tell you, and I don't suggest you go and spend 8 hours and hang out in other people's lives, but I would recommend that you at least give 5 minutes, give a little bit of love and support to somebody else that's going live and see what they're doing. See how they operate their lives. Once you feel comfortable on this side of the camera, you'll feel more comfortable on the other side of it. Okay? Now, when you decide to go live, my suggestion is set a date. Okay? And you're going to stick to that date no matter what happens. No matter what happens. You're going to set a date, right, Shelley? And you're going to stick to it. Okay? That's the first thing. And you're going to hold yourself responsible to that. Whether that's for 15 minutes or that's for an hour. I want you to at least set a date and say, this is go day. Okay? Here's the other thing that I wanted to mention about that. There's many different ways to set up lives. Okay? You can just kind of go on there and you can just do a free-for-all if you want. You can do a 7-day plan where you pick a topic for each one. There's many different ways to do a live, but you really need to do a live that you're going to be most comfortable with. Okay? I don't want you trying to talk about things you know nothing about. That's going to fluster you. That's going to fluster other people. So here's what I'm getting at is when you first decide to go live, you set your date, you pick a topic, and I want you to maybe for the first, let's say 5 days, I want you to stick to that one topic and get really good at it. Okay? One of the things, I know you guys probably can't see this, but it's just a little cue card is all it is, little index card, you know. and I write down whatever it is that I want to talk about. Okay. So you have this sitting in front of your phone or off to the side, what have you. And I know you guys can't see it because of my lighting, but it's just a little cue card, a little index card. Okay. So what I have on there is 4 income streams, no tech, pre-built system, 3 to 4 Zooms every week. So you're going to utilize this like a bullet point, right? And these are all things that you can go back to and look at as you're going live to keep you straightened out, right? So you know what the products are and what they offer so you can talk about them. Okay. Here's another suggestion. Okay. Right before you go live, let's say you use your phone, but you have your laptop behind you or your computer behind you. I want you to open up the blueprints and the community. Have the tabs open behind your phone or a tablet, whatever. I do recommend going live on your phone. It is the best way to go live. Okay. Now, when you are getting ready to do your live and you have a topic that you're going to stick to, I call it the flow. You must have a flow in order to keep your audience engaged. Okay. Now, when I say flow, this is what I mean. You're here, your live is about ready to start. And let's say I'm going to talk about being a single mom. Let's just say that's what my topic's going to be about. So when I start my live, that's what I'm going to start talking about, is whatever my topic is for that live. So I start talking. Welcome. I started digital marketing 8 months ago. And as a single mom, that was super important to me. I go on for, 5 minutes or so as people are coming in. And then I bring up a product, something about our product. So I'm talking about personal, I'm talking about product. Okay. I talk about the product, 2-hour workday, let's say. I describe what my 2-hour workday is, and then I come back to personal. Okay. Start talking more about your personal topic. Then you go back to another part of your business that offers help with that. So it's a constant flow in and out of personal and product, personal product, personal product. I want you to imagine for a minute, or if you've ever watched anybody else's live and all they're talking about is nothing but product. It's super salesy, like you're a car salesman, and that's why you truly need to have that flow. And this is also where you're going to build your relationships, because they're going to get to know who you are. Put a 1 in the comments if you know my story. I want to see how many of you truly know my story. There you go. How is that? How is that besides, let's take the webinar out of it. All of my videos talk about my personal journey and the product. All of my lives talk about my personal journey and the product. People want to know who you are. They want to know that you've been right where they are. Yes, they're going to see that in your content. Yes, they're going to see that on a picture post that you do where you talk about maybe being a single mom. But where are they going to truly feel it? When you're on live. They're going to see that true emotion in real time right now. This is the power of going live. Especially if you struggle with content on your videos or you're not even creating videos. People want to know, like, and trust. How are they going to do that if they truly are not seeing you in real time? So that is so important, so important. Okay. Here's a couple little do's and don'ts, let's call them, okay? So now you're on your live, you've got a topic, and you have a flow, okay? The one thing that I suggest is do not concentrate on how many people are in your live. That little number is right up here in the corner, and it will tell you how many people are in there. And I will tell you, the first time you ever go live, you're going to get about 200 to 300 people immediately come through that room. Don't worry about that. Don't look at it and don't concentrate on it. It can be intimidating if you say, oh my God, there's 300 people in there. What am I going to do? I can't have that. You know, you're going to get yourself all worked up. Within 5 minutes, it's going to go from 300 down to 30. Almost guaranteed. Because all they're doing, I call them looky-loos. They're coming through your live and then they're gone. They're coming through your live and then they're gone. The other thing is, do not concentrate on the comments. Briefly look what's going on in the comments, but don't sit there and stare at the comments the whole time because it's going to distract you. Okay? Again, that's why I still utilize this, guys, 8 months in, this little cue card, because it keeps me on track. It is so easy to engage the other people in the comments. And when I say other, it's people that either aren't interested or are other community members that are coming in to support you. But sometimes we can get chatty and then we forgot what our purpose is. And it's easy to do because you just want to BS with your friends. So you got to reel it back in. Yes, be social. Welcome everybody that comes in, but don't stay there. You've got one purpose. That is to promote your online business. So say hello, welcome, glad to see you. Thanks for showing up. And you know, one thing I do mention a lot on my lives is I tell the people, look, this is what a community does. They show up for you. Use the community that has shown up for you and show other people how that community is going to back you up. You're never alone in this journey. I've had so many other people before they purchase say, wow, look at all these are community members, and they'll do that for me. Absolutely. Absolutely. So just try to remember, do not focus on the number up here in the corner and try not to just stay in the comments, okay? Briefly look over them, do what you need to do, okay? I know for the most part, like with Michelle and I, we'll do our flow, We'll talk about our personal, we'll talk about the product, and then we'll say, I'm going to get to the comments here in a minute, guys. Just bear with me. And that's okay. That's okay. You can always scroll up and down and you can see the prior comments. Okay. Sometimes they are hard to read. So just maybe angle yourself a little bit, but just let people know, okay, I'm going to answer comments now if I have any comments. And sometimes it takes 3 or 4 lives before you even have anybody commenting. So don't get yourself worked up in the thought that you're going to have 5,000 questions and you're going to have to answer them all. Okay. Now, with that being said about comments, I know I have seen a lot of people talk about they're afraid of scammers, bots, the negativity that happens. Okay. I want to tell you that in the 8 months that I've been doing this, and for 6 months, I went live twice a day, every day. Maybe a handful that I really, really had to dig deep with. But that's the power of TikTok, right? Of going live. You can block and mute. So I'm going to give you a for instance. Joe Blow comes in and he says, you're ugly. Do not engage. Do not respond. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to tap on that person's picture. Okay. They have their little circle there and it has their picture in it. Tap on it. It's going to pop them up, right? When that pops up, tap on their picture one more time. There's 3 little dots in the right side. That's where you can hit block. They're gone. Gone. Don't engage it. Don't talk about it. Just get them gone. Now, with that being said, it is a good idea to let others know when you're going to go live, at least for the first week. Let us know so we can come in and help you. And it's called a moderator. So let's say that Michelle's going to go live. And Michelle says, Amie, I need a moderator. So Michelle can give me access to be a moderator. It's handled the same way, you guys. You would tap on my picture, tap one more time, the 3 little dots, and it says add moderator. Okay. You can do that for any community member, and any of us would love to block, mute. We'll see it coming, right? And you'll get used to it. You'll know by their picture, by the way they come in hot, certain things they say, but I just don't want you to focus on that. Okay? You've got a job to do per se, and you want to stick to it. Okay? Now, okay, what I have on here is back to the flow of the personal and the product. Do you remember when I mentioned right before you go live to have the 2 tabs behind you open? And I know that a lot of you have seen on other people's lives where they switch their phone around or turn their phone around. Okay, so I'm talking about something personal, and then I start talking about my product. One of the ways that you can get your people to engage once you're comfortable is by saying, how many of you would like to see who else is making 600 a day? Whatever you want to say, right? Let me show you my community so you can see we have over 7,000 people in there. This is what we have. And you show them all the tabs. You show them. That right there is going to take some time up too. You have it in front of you. You're able to look at it and speak on it. right? And again, you're seeing what's coming through on the comments as you're going through there. Now, don't live in it. Just glance over it, talk about it a little bit, a couple different things. So what I'll do is I'll go, look at these wins and shout outs. Look at, isn't that amazing? She got 1,000 followers today. And then I'll go and look at the tabs up here. There's the classroom. I'll click on the classroom and I'll say, look at all these videos. Right now we're doing a 90-day sprint, and I show them videos every single day. Then I'll take them to the calendar. Look at how many Zooms every single week we have. And you talk with that enthusiasm. Once you've shown the community, then you turn your phone back around and you can say, does anybody have any questions about our community? Right? Then your next subject could be something about the blueprint. Speak about the blueprint, what it's done for you, or what you've learned from it. And then you could say, put a 1 in the comments if you want to see the blueprint. And then whoever's there with you in your live is going to put a 1 in the comments. You're going to go to your blueprints. And all you have to do is read your blueprints, what they offer. That right there is 45 minutes worth of a live. And if you need to, stick to the basics. Don't try to get fancy right off the bat. Stick to the basics. Every time you go live, the next time you're going to be better. You're going to have community members in there that are going to offer support. They're going to say, hey, I got this, or hey, do this, or, they'll offer little words of encouragement, and that will help you. So just know that we are there to support you if you need it. If you don't want us there, then don't invite us. Otherwise we're going to be jumping in and out and throwing hearts and roses and everything else at you because, truly your win is our win. We want to see you on there because we know the power of going live. And it truly is powerful, you guys. It really is for your business. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about, and then we're going to open up for questions, okay? Now, remember I was talking about having a 7-day plan, Monday through Sunday, or however your week runs, right? And you're going to pick a topic. What I want you to do is I want you to find a time that works for you. And I want you to stick within that time frame. So for me, for 6 months straight, I went live at 11 a.m. Pacific time and 8 p.m. Pacific time every single day, twice a day for 6 months. So the 11 a.m. worked for me because that was my lunch break between when I was working my jobs. So I did it in my car. I drove down the road and I parked 5 minutes from my work and I went live every single day in that car for 10 weeks. Okay. And then I would come home after, and I would get whatever settled and I would go live at 8 p.m. So just remember, even if you do work a day job, you still have an hour lunch. So do a 45-minute live. And then on your days off, you can go longer than that if you want. Now, with that being said, if you are going to follow a schedule, which I highly recommend, you pick a time that works for you and play with it for maybe the first week or two. Once you get that established, you want to stick to it. Mention it before you get off of your live. Hey guys, I go live every day at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Come and join me tomorrow. Or if you're not going to go live, or maybe you're only going to go Monday through Friday, mention that. Because that guy that's been following you and now you're finally going live, he's going to want to know where, when, and where to find you. That lady that really wants to purchase from you, but she doesn't quite have all that money together yet, she hears you're going live. She wants to get on that live with you. And I know a lot of people don't think it's important, but it is. And they will come find you. They'll ask why you're not there. They'll ask where you've been. They'll message you. They'll email you. I am telling you, they'll be looking and they'll wonder where the hell you've been if you don't show up. That's because you've built a relationship with people. You're real now. You're not just a video. You're an actual real person in real time. So you've got your schedule. You've got your topic you want to talk about. You've got your flow. You can go to TikTok. You can watch those videos, right? You can go to the tools, creator tools, and it gives you the layout. And you can see, right, there's 2 tabs. Hit tools, and that's going to give you videos to watch. So, with that being said, yes, now I just really want to open it. I wanted to give you guys the basic structure, okay? So, raise your hand. Ask any questions, because I truly don't want you to go live if there's something that's holding you back and it's just something minimal, but you just need the answer to. I want to be able to help you in any possible way that I can, because right now it may seem intimidating for you guys, but I promise you, it's almost like an addiction. And I hate to say it like that, but it almost is. It's exciting. You just got to get those butterflies down. You just got to just kind of, oh, okay, I'm ready now, and once you get past that initial 4 or 5 days, then you're like, hey, this ain't so bad. Shit, by the 1 month in, 2 weeks in, you're like, I've got this, man. And you're just whooping and hollering on your lives. And you're talking to people that you've never met before, like you just sat down and had coffee with them. And that's how people are going to get to know you and your brand, your business. Okay? So let's see who has some questions. Oh, goodness. Let me see. Oh, holy Hannah. Let's do it. So it looks like Jordan girl. Asked to unmute.
Hey, there we go.
There you are.
Amie, thanks so much for sharing. I had just a couple questions for you, girl.
Okay.
I was curious, to improve engagement while live, what questions do you typically ask your audience? I seem to struggle in that department. I've only got people to respond once, be like, who's tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Once ever. Every other question I've tried, crickets. No one's there. So what do you do?
Well, okay, so that's a great question, Jordan. It really, truly is. I will say for myself, I kind of read the room. And it seems like it's not always the same, right? I look at the prior comments that are coming through, but genuinely, when you already have a topic, that's kind of what they'll stick to for the most part. But it's more or less asking the questions like, I know for me, I struggled working those 2 jobs. Do you guys resonate? I mean, put a 1 in the comments if you had more than 1 job and it just killed you. Find something that you can speak on that they may resonate with. Because you don't want to try to talk about something that you don't know anything about. So if you can kind of read the comments in the way they're coming across and the questions they're asking per se, I think that I know, at least for me, I can kind of read the room and I know kind of who I have in there and where they're at, because they'll say it. A lot of times in the comments, they're going to come through and say, yeah, I'm sick of working 2 jobs. Or, yep, I've been a single mom for 15 years. So you can kind of tap into those. And then whatever your topic is that you're speaking about, that's when you can say, hey, Jane, have you ever dealt? Oh man, yeah, I know. I went through the same thing. Pretend you're at a bar, you're sitting down, you're having a beer, eating some peanuts with somebody, and just BS with them. That's one of the biggest things. So I like that question, Jordan. That was good.
I'm glad I could open it up with that. Thank you,
Yeah,
Amie.
no, seriously. And again, you guys, if you have a topic or something that you're really into when they ask that question, you know, or if you want them to comment on something, it's genuinely something that you've been through or going through, and then you speak on it and you ask them, have you ever been through that? Question mark, question mark. Wouldn't you like to learn? You know, stuff like that, but something that you can speak on. All right, Kevin.
Did I get unmuted?
Yeah, you're
Yes, I
good.
got him in. Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Hey,
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 Amie,
hey.
some great information there. I really don't have a question. I just wanted to add a couple things if possible, if you don't mind. Guys,
Absolutely.
if you don't know who I am, I'm new to this community because I bought the program through Renee. But the minute I bought through it, I think I got drawn to Renee because she was having some real issues with some technology. And that's what I do. I've been going live for over 7 years. I own 26 TV channels. You probably heard about me in a room and stuff. I am a TikTok live agency. So the good news is we worked with Renee to help you guys go live, help coach you go live, and tell you what's going on in TikTok. Guys, I'm going to post a link later in the chat. If you're having trouble getting live because you have less than 800 one day, 1,000 the next day followers, whatever TikTok decides to do, we can get you live with 2 followers, with 1 follower, with brand new accounts. We can help you if you get banned. Some of the things Amie was talking about, if you block somebody before you mute them first. Don't just block them.
Yeah.
And it's stuff we don't think about. And I don't say the good thing about that is if you mute them first and then block them later, come back and block them after your life, they can't report you for fraud. We're noticing people getting reported for fraud. TikTok's algorithm is automatic. It'll bang you on a 7-day ban automatic. You have to appeal it, and then we, as the agency, can come in and get the manual appeal for you and get your account back. Usually within 24 to 48 hours, you'll be back on air live. You won't lose your account. And we fight for you. TikTok pays us to do that. It just happened that I was with Renee one day, our frequencies matched, and I was talking to her, and when she was telling me some of her issues, I just said, well, one of my businesses is this. Let's talk. And I've been helping her now for the past 2 weeks, and she's going gangbusters now, getting a lot going on. And hi, Michelle. Finally get to say hi to you there. But I just wanted to add some great information out there, Renee. If you guys ever see me on, guys, link up with me. I watch live. I have 3 tablets online watching people's live all the time. And if you're in the agency, I know when you go live, and I get back in metrics from TikTok that I can share with you to show you how the people are coming in your room, where they're coming from, what your growth spurt is. Like I know right now with Renee, the first 10 minutes coming in her room is her massive growth. We got her up to 500 people in her room within 10 minutes. That's when you set that hook that Michelle talks about in the Chat GPT stuff. Set your hook, get them in, keep them going, get their email going within that first 10 minutes before you go on. The other thing I'm noticing that's really big right now with algorithm with TikTok is it's very finicky. We can never keep it. Most important, let me say something else before I go in this algorithm. Make sure you guys actually go and check for an update every day. There's updates coming out 2 to 3 times a day. That has been stalling videos right now. If you're posting long form type videos into TikTok, you're getting stuck because of the fact that they're watching for Instagram videos coming in. They're starting to block other platforms' videos. So what I'm working with Renee is like, hey, you say everything in your videos you do on your live, go live, record it, go back into Creator Tools Lives, replays, take that video, make a video out of it, put all your graphics on it, and then post that. TikTok never blocked her now. She's getting 2,000-3,000 views on that video all of a sudden that she was getting 0 on before, and it wouldn't even let her post, and it's giving her violations because it came from Instagram, for instance, or something like that. So there's a lot of tips and tricks we have. I don't want to hijack your meeting here, but I'm thinking
Yeah, I've got a lot of hands up, Kevin.
yeah, if you see me, I'm gonna hang around. I'm always around. I'm like, if I ain't out doing some sports game like ESPN, and that's usually on the weekends, I'm in these rooms. I'm in our community. I'm talking. I'm a member of you guys now. I've been working on Michelle's the back end. I'm working my faceless branding for 4 of my businesses right now using your Chat GPT tools and tricks because I've been doing that myself for my businesses, for my pay-per-view, for my live sports stuff. Now I'm going to apply it to this product that you guys got me hooked on now. So anything you guys need, anything you want, you know, Renee knows I am like instantly, our Facebook goes off all the time now together. So she knows.
Kevin, what we
that
need to
I'm
do
available.
is schedule a call for you to come on and do a training sometime.
Yep, absolutely.
Michelle, I think that is true. Now, I just got one of my business partners in, Heidi. So my team, there's a 3-person team that deals with our TikTok agency, and that's Jaw Media. That's Jeff, Heidi, and Kevin. There's 3 of us that we've applied our subject. Heidi just got the $50 product, and she's in the community now. And I'm just, in fact, she was on the phone a minute ago. I'm getting her into the community so that she can be there for you when I'm not there, and vice versa, to help you guys get in. When you apply to be part of the TikTok agency, me or Heidi are the one of the 2 that are talking to you, getting your approval through TikTok, getting your codes, telling you guys where to go back and get your codes, all that crazy stuff we have to do to help you. But once you're in the agency, we've got you protected, and that's what we're here for, is to help
Sounds
this
good. Thank
whole
you,
agency.
Kevin, so much for
I
all the
just wanted to let you
info.
guys know. I will put some text, some stuff in the chat too for you guys. Thanks, Amie.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, Erica.
I have no idea how I'm going to follow that.
You're good, babe. You're good.
So Amie, I love your lives. I've poked in there a few times, and I have 2 questions actually quick. The first one is that you say to talk about a topic every week, and it feels, do you mean a topic pertaining to the product or personal? Because it feels like it would be audience specific.
Well, and really you can do it per live. I'll give you a for instance. Here's what I do. Okay, guys. And everybody's different. Like, this is your business, right? You run it how you want to do it. This is what I do. I create a video, or I have a video that I created, you know, and whatever I am speaking about in that video, I post it anywhere from 15 minutes to 10 minutes, 5 minutes before I go live. Whatever it is I'm speaking about in that video is what I start my live with. It's kind of a win-win, right? Because now the algorithm's not only going to pick up what I'm talking about on my video, but it's going to show me going live. So those 2 factors are happening, but now I know what to talk about when I start my live.
Okay.
So
it's for someone who's just starting to do live.
Yep.
What would you say a good topic would be first? Like the first, you said go 5 days, or the first 5.
Yeah, so like if you want to do like a little, let's say 5 days, let's say you want to do Monday through Friday, right? Because weekends are for the family, whatever. So what I would do is, like, on Mondays, you're going to talk about 2-hour workday. Okay. Now, what has the 2-hour workflow done for you? Right now, you got your personal and your product. And that's what you're going to start when you start in your live. So then the next day is going to be, you know, the community. What has the community done for you personally? So then you can start that live, whatever it is, and then just go down the line, you know, January 1st through January 30th, or whatever works best for you. Some
Sure.
people just, it's a free for all. They just get on there and they just go.
That's what I did. And I thought I had a script, but I didn't. And I was all over the place, which leads me to my second question, which would be, how do you define what the company is? Do you ever say Infinity, processing
No.
system? Do you just call it daily pay business? Like I had people saying, what are you talking about? What are you
I just always refer to the blueprints.
Okay.
I always call them the blueprints.
hmm
That's what I've always said. I've never said Infinity Processing System or IPS, very rarely. I always refer to them as the blueprints. And I don't know if I picked that up from Michelle but it's just something I've always called it. But it also kind of sets us apart too, because nobody else calls their product or courses the blueprints.
hmm Well, Legendary has the blueprints too. It's like a part of their thing.
I've never heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be on that side of TikTok to see it, obviously, in that, in that algorithm. But
Yeah.
they call it Legendary, but they're selling the blueprint. So I had
Oh,
that.
I gotcha. Yeah, well, but if you tie it up with blueprints and daily pay, and
Yeah.
you're speaking those, that I just never have said IPS. Yeah.
Sounds impersonal, so I'd rather call it blueprints too. Okay,
Yeah. I
perfect.
kind of, and people associate us to blueprints. They really do.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I hope I helped.
Yeah, you did. Awesome.
Awesome. All right. Who do we got next? Kelly Ball. There we
Okay,
go. There
sorry.
you are.
I got two things going here. One,
Oh, you muted. You're muted, babe. It shows you muted.
oh, there
There
it goes. Okay, I'm good now. Yeah, I have my iPad going too at the same time because I was looking at the blueprint, and somehow my cursor got way over there. I'm like, oh shit, oh my god. So, anyways, thank you so much, Amy. This has been great.
Of course.
I mean, when I started out live, I decided, I kept hearing that, you really got to do the lives, really got to do the lives. Don't feel bad and just jump in there and do it. And that's what I did. I just jumped in there and did it. I thought,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if exactly. I listened to you. I've listened to
Yeah.
Michelle. I've listened to Victoria. I've listened to Renee. Tim. I watch them all the time. So I was just like, these guys can do this. It's not that hard. So I just started jumping in and kind of following you guys' leads as far as what you just said.
Sure.
Tell your story and then talk about the products. But I swear, I know every time I go live every day at 3:15. That's my set time. And I always send
Perfect.
out a video every day, an hour before, and say, hey, don't forget, I'm going to be on there 3:15.
Yeah.
But I swear every time I get like maybe 20 minutes to half an hour into my live, I swear I'm a salesperson. It's like everything switches from what my agenda was. And then next thing I know, I'm talking about products and I'm talking about sales stuff. And then you could see boom, 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 boom. But I
Yeah.
start losing people. I'm like,
Okay,
God,
so
do this
here's
every
a
day.
recommendation. Here's a recommendation. Remember how I talked about having your tabs open behind you
Yeah,
on your
and I do that.
tablet?
Uh-huh.
Stick to that.
Yeah, because I have the
Talk
community
about-
open and the
Right.
product.
Okay,
Both.
right. After you talk about the community, turn the camera back to you and speak about your personal experience with the community and what it's done for you. Okay. Then go into the blueprints and then go back into your product. If you can stay on task and just speak about what's visually in front of you, you're not going to just get salesy. Because what happens is you're trying to find things to say and you're losing the personality in it.
Yeah. 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 Because I think today, I've had a few days this past week where I had quite a bit of engagement, but today I had this one lady that was just going on and on and on, and she kept asking me questions. And then she was wanting to know what I was selling. And I said, well, I don't really want to consider this as selling you something, and I was going into my story about, why I'm doing this. and that I wanted to help other people who are retired to be able to make passive income during retirement. And next thing I know, she's asking, well, can we have a test run of a product, or we have to purchase product first? I said, no, you have to purchase the product first. We don't have test runs. We don't have samples that we can give out and you guys try something ahead of time. And she's like, well, you just don't drive. You just don't go buy a car without test driving. And I said, I understand that, but a car might be like $36,000. We're only talking something
Well,
here.
okay, so let me stop you right there. You allowed her to take your live over.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
exactly right. She
That's
did.
your live. You are
Yep.
in control of that live.
Yep.
You don't have to be rude. You don't have to call her out. You
Mhm.
can just say, you know what, let me show you guys the product. There's
Yeah,
nice ways
yeah.
of avoiding people that are just really there to light you up is what they're doing, right?
Yeah, I've
And
had other people like that and I just blocked them, but when she was engaging like that, I thought,
yeah, you
no,
want
I'm
to
gonna
take
block her.
advantage of the questions because this is
Yeah.
where you can really talk about the product, but you
Mhm.
cannot let her hijack your live. You
Okay.
have to maintain control of it, or it's always going to go that way.
Okay.
So just nicely answer her question and then go on to say the product or go on into the community and ignore what she's saying.
Okay. Yep. I can
That
do
way you stay where you need to be. Take control of that live.
Okay.
Yeah. But you've answered her, you've taken the opportunity, and that's great. Don't go into depth.
Okay.
And
Thank you so
that's-
much, Amy. This has been
Yeah,
absolutely wonderful.
absolutely, Kelly. You bet, honey. You bet.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. All right. It looks like we've got Amie.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Thank you so much for all the information. I've gone live twice. I know I'm being bad, Michelle. I know. I'm not showing up like I need to, but with this mentoring, I will definitely, I'm taking your advice because I want my business to grow. And another thing that Amy,
Yeah.
I've been writing down questions on note cards separately, so I know what to ask.
Yes, love it.
The first question I have is you had made a comment about creator tools.
Yes.
Is that in TikTok? And
Yes.
where, if it is, where do I find it?
Go to your 3 hamburgers up in the right hand, right up here on your profile page, the little hamburger, the 3 lines.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and creator tools. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
I just
once
found it.
yes, click on creator tools, it's going to take you to another page.
Okay.
You'll see there's 2 tabs. Do you see where it says tools on the second tab?
Yep.
You see all those videos?
Yes, I do.
Courses is what they call them. Use
Okay.
them, you guys. Use them. There's a lot
Thank
of
you.
information. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. And then another question I have really quick is oh, actually 2. When I'm going live, will people, because I've seen where they join. I mean, that's all I've gotten is I've seen where they join,
Okay.
so many people have joined. Do you have to have a special tab for them to make comments, or will their comments or their questions show up
Okay.
in that live?
Okay, so here's the deal. You've got 2 types of people, okay? You've got the looky-loos. They're just passing
Okay.
on by,
Yeah.
okay? Then you got the second person that's actually going to touch the screen and come into your live.
Okay.
Once they, just like yourself, when you're scrolling and you see somebody live, you have to hit the screen to actually go in there.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
that's when you can comment.
Okay. Now, and so when they hit that screen, instead of them just scrolling by, when they hit the screen, will it say that so-and-so joined?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and then
It'll
that's when
say,
they can make comments and,
absolutely.
okay,
Absolutely.
okay. One other really quick question. Can you give them your email in the live so that if they have questions or if
Okay.
or other what What's
Let
your
me s-
input?
Okay, this is the big one, you guys. Please listen to this. What is your main objective with your business? It's to compile your email list, right? You
Yes.
want to give them your domain. You want them to go through your automations.
So give them
If
your
they-
link.
Yeah, so your whatever your domain is, mine is dailypaywithamynicole.com. Okay, you can suggest, you guys can go right up here, tap on my face, right on my profile, the link is right there, right? Or you can say
Okay.
it, but you really want them to go through your automation, so you're collecting their emails. Now, I also always say, if you have any more questions, once you get that email from me, just hit reply and I will answer any questions you may have.
Okay. Okay,
Need
great.
them to go through your funnel.
Not your personal, but
No,
your
no,
your automated.
that's right. Because you want to love on them through your automations. You want to love
Absolutely.
on them. That's where you're going to
Okay.
get. Yep.
Okay, I appreciate it. And
All
I
right.
will probably be I'll probably be reaching out to you guys too as far as automate or being a God, I can't think of a meteor, not a meteor, but a
Oh, moderator. Moderator.
thank you.
Yes, of course. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right,
Appreciate
honey.
it, guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Of course. All right.
Have a good
Shirley, you're
night.
up, girl.
Hey, Amy, real quick. Amy, you have your IPS website on your TikTok and not your funnel. So you need to go in and put your funnel step in your TikTok bio. Because if you have your website, you're just pushing a website on people. You're not building an email list. That means you're trading time for dollars. So go make sure you have your funnel on your TikTok. And thank you,
Oh.
Valerie, for noticing that. You're awesome. So sorry, Amy.
I thought you were telling me, Michelle. I was like, what?
I know.
Oh my God.
What's the
Holy
chances of both
crap.
of you being Amy's? So anyway,
So yeah, Amy, Slusher, you do not have your domain in your link on your profile is what she's saying. All right, Shirley, where'd you go, girl?
Okay, sorry about that. So I need to get because I've got the IPS, the infinity processing.
That's your direct website, honey. You need to have your domain in there because you need them to
Okay.
go through your automations.
Okay, I will I'll have my husband help me figure that out then.
Easy peasy. You just, whatever your domain is, put it in there instead of infinity processing.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Shirley.
Hey, so
Hey.
I just a couple of questions.
Yeah.
So, number one, and I'm just curious what your take on this is. Do you have an opinion on how long a live maybe should be?
Absolutely. And again, this is my opinion, you guys. Don't hold me to it. It's your life, it's your business. You run it how you want, okay? When you're brand new, I suggest minimum 15 minutes, but no longer than an hour. Now, as you get more seasoned, per se, and you start getting a lot more people, it's going to take a little bit longer. You're going to have more people in there, more engagement, more, so that's really up to you as you progress. You should be able to fill your live out and know if you need to answer those questions or it's getting redundant at that point. But what I've seen, and for myself and others, is when you're going more than an hour, you tend to you're just repeating yourself at that point, and you're starting to get chitty chatty rather than promoting your business. So that's kind of where I'm at, but especially if you're new, you guys, I don't suggest going any longer than that. That's a good question, Shirley. Really good question.
Thanks.
And you had a second one, you said?
I do. So, I had a day today with a bunch of
Uh-oh.
trolls live, And so I had a question about moderators. If I
Yes.
were to appoint a moderator and they were to do some housekeeping for me and block people from my live, does that subsequently block these trolls from my account too?
It is your account. They're moderating for your account.
Oh, okay. So they,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's only for your account. It doesn't block them from, like, if I'm your moderator and I go to block somebody, it's for your account. I am helping you. I'm your assistant in that moment for your account.
Okay. Okay, good. Because that was a thought that I had today. That was a thought that I had today.
Yeah, definitely. I will tell you, if like when I go on Michelle's lives or anybody else's lives and I see a bot or somebody that's no good, when I'm just watching, I can click on that picture and I block them on my end for me as well.
Yeah, I do that as well.
So I don't have to deal with them later.
Exactly, because they're gonna eventually come and
Yeah.
find my live while they're scrolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that is
All
something
right.
for me to keep in mind. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Susan B.
Hello, can you hear me? Hi,
Yep,
Amy.
I sure can. Hi, honey.
Okay, real quick, I'm not on live yet, but according to Kevin, I'm going to be soon. So
Okay.
what I've done is I've been listening to Michelle, like I listened to Michelle, I listened to Michelle, like I listened to Michelle. And so on my videos that I've been doing, because I'm kind of new at the video, but it is getting better. Michelle said to go back and listen to yourself, which is hard to do. Okay.
Yep.
But I forced myself to go do that. And I took some notes and I found I'm a very excited person. And when I went back and watched and listened, and I didn't just watch, I closed my eyes and I listened because, when you watch, you tend to look at yourself. But when you close your eyes, you're like, oh, I can feel there is no energy. That energy dropped off right there. And that's when I said, I've been holding back my energy. And I think it has to do with, my day job because I get too excited for some people. So when I went back and looked at them and I changed it up, and I know we're not supposed to look at views, but I changed it up like a week and a half ago, and it's so different. So my second part was because Erica answered the one question, but the second part of that, because I'm looking at these videos as just a preliminary to lives. So if I can get my myself in order now, when I get to the live, I might not be, I'm sure I'm going to be all over the place. But one of the things was, staying on topic in my video. So I have a little index card that I actually tape it. Like I tape it to my little ring that's attached to my phone. I tape it up there so I can I write in really big print. I glance up there so I can try to keep on topic, because that's where I noticed when I went back and listened my past videos, I did the same thing that I think Amie just said. You tend to give all your stuff up front and then you're out of gas. So, and then you just kind of start to repeat yourself and it gets redundant. That's the redundant. So any tips on how I can, hone in on my topic? I'll write down my topic, and then I'm starting to weave like you had taught
Again,
us.
yeah. So this goes back, Susan, this goes back to your flow, right?
Yes. Yes.
So the tips that I gave you, if you're using an index card, great, perfect. Your personal, and then turn the camera around, go into the community, use that. I'm telling you guys, if you have those tabs open and you utilize them, turning the camera around, it is going to help you do many, many different things. It's going to keep you on track, keep you on topic. Okay. And you're going to learn your product and your community a lot more because you're explaining it to others. Now you're the teacher.
Okay. Yeah.
This will keep you on track and it will help until you're comfortable just doing it without it.
Yeah. I'm going to get there, but
You will. Absolutely.
But what you just said was something really important, is when you turn that around and it keeps you on focus. I'm getting to where I can weave now, but I tend to stay on the personal. And maybe I'm going a little overboard on the personal, but I feel like I'm, you know, I need to make connections out there too. I need to connect with people with the personal part. So I've probably gone more over on the personal than need
Okay.
be. And I can pull
Yep.
that back, you know, I can.
Pull it back, pull the personal back, turn that camera around, and just until you're comfortable enough with your flow, just stick with those tabs, stick with the community, stick with the blueprints, and stay on those.
Okay, then my only
Okay.
other little thing is right as I'm starting out, I never know how to really start because I always want, I've been starting it with in the past, I was starting with a question. Do you ever, and someone in here, maybe it was Michelle, or I don't remember who it was, who told us, and no, it was Renee, I think, or Victoria, do not start with the question. Do you, have you? And so
I don't. I always have a topic, and that's kind of why I suggested the topic, because then you know what to start talking about.
But you start
Right?
out with the personal or the topic?
Well, your topic is generally personal, right? You have a topic. So
Okay, give
let's
me
say
like a
you
little-
want to talk.
Yeah, just a quickie. Like you would do, just a little quick one.
Well, what do you want me to talk about? Give me a suggestion.
The
2
2-hour workday. 2-hour workday.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what, you guys, as a single mom of 2 kids, all I wanted back was my time.
Okay, I got
I
it.
found this online business that offered a 2-hour workflow.
Okay, perfect. All right, I got it in my
Right?
head.
Right?
Yes,
So
yes.
I not only hit on the personal, and now I'm going to go into length about each, you know, whatever my little tabbies are, or
Yes.
whatever my flow chart says that I need to talk about, but always coming in and out, not sticking on one thing.
Yeah, that's where I've been sticking.
Yep.
So I
Yeah.
get lost and I start in and out and then I wander off and meander off into, you know, nowhere. So thank you.
You
Thank
bet,
you.
honey. All right,
I'm
Cindy, you're
excited. Thank
next.
you.
Hi, Amy.
Hey,
Thanks so much for doing this tonight. It's
course.
been very, very helpful.
Awesome.
I am kind of a live quote unquote virgin.
Okay.
I've gone live like twice or
Okay.
3 times, and I find myself swirling a whole lot.
Okay.
I mean, I get distracted so easily
Okay.
that it's just, well, I had 2 strokes 4 years ago, so it's
Okay.
kind of difficult for me to flow.
Okay.
I fumble on my words a lot,
Okay.
and my brain takes me other places.
Okay.
But my first question is, you said that you should talk about your topic and then show the community and the product.
Yeah.
I'm using a phone holder with a ring light.
Yep.
And how do I do that so it doesn't look clumsy to take it out of the phone holder to show my laptop?
Well, you just pick your phone up, honey, out of there. Like I have one right here, you guys, right? I've got a phone holder with the ring light. Okay.
Okay.
And when I go live, I set it on here, and then
Okay.
I just pick it up.
Oh, well, mine's on a stand.
Okay,
That
well,
makes-
unhook it. All right,
Okay.
guys, I'm going to turn the camera around. And honestly, if you have it on a ring light that has the little clamp on it, you should
Yeah.
be able to just switch your camera around.
Yeah, I can do that. And then
Just try to position it before and test it out before you go live.
Okay,
That
and
might
then my
help.
next, thank you. And my next question was, you said to show the product and the community.
Yeah.
When you say product,
Your
are you
blueprint.
talking, okay, so you're not talking specifically about the IPS product. You're talking about,
You can. Look, I mean, in all honesty, you can show your website, and I show my website. I
okay,
show the 300, the 600. I do all of that as well. But I
Okay.
think when you're beginning, I think it's good to stick to like really what you know.
okay.
And
So the community and the training are big for me.
right. And not only that, but remember, once you become the teacher, you're going to start learning that product even more. And you're going to learn it better. It's a win-win.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Amy.
course,
This has been
honey, you bet.
incredibly helpful.
Yes, awesome. I love that. All right, I've got Pam.
I'm trying to mute.
Okay, Pam, are you there? If not, I'm gonna move on. Christine?
I'm like a kid in a candy store sitting here going, me, 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 me. Thank you so much, Amy, for doing this. This is
Of
awesome.
course. Of course.
I have learned so much
Good.
in every training, every webinar that is in this school has been absolutely phenomenal. I
It's
have
awesome.
never had this kind of training, and I've been a coach for LinkedIn for 12 years.
Yep.
So I have never seen anybody do as great a job as you guys are doing, and this is awesome. I didn't know there was a training videos on there. I've been going by
Yes.
what I've been learning from the school. Okay, I won't go on and on. I'm used to public speaking. I'm used to
Yep.
being on stage, but going in on TikTok, this is my first time in my life to be on
Okay.
TikTok. I started the end of September,
Okay.
and I was just got to my by the end of November, I just got over my 1,000, and then I got hacked. But
Okay.
it didn't stop me. I turned right around, and I couldn't
Good.
my Facebook or my Instagram. They're gone. I don't have time to worry about that. So I did
Yep.
set up another TikTok.
Good.
Within 2 weeks to 3 weeks, you guys in the community helped me
Yep.
get that next TikTok up to over 1,000. It's been
Awesome.
absolutely fantastic. And when I first started doing videos on TikTok on my old account, I was barely able to do one, maybe every other day. I don't know why that was. And then gradually I went to 2 a day. And then
Are you ready to go live, Christine?
I've been going live. I'm just in my 3rd week going live,
Okay.
6 days a week.
Awesome.
Okay, but my question is, just to giving you a bit of background. I've been calling it my infinity project.
Okay.
And the reason I started doing that is because I've had so many people say that using the words blueprint and the words work from home have been banned by TikTok. And so I didn't want to lose my account again, only this time for
Okay.
being banned. So I also went to ChatGPT, and I got a whole bunch of hashtags that I use, and I picked out a few that I use all the time, and they are not the same as what I see other people using in our group, just simply because of trying to avoid TikTok getting mad at us for using words too
Okay.
many times. So I don't know if that's right or not, but I'm trying to listen to everything I'm reading.
Are you asking about going live though? I'm confused
Okay,
a little
so
bit, honey.
so I'm going live now, 6
Uh-huh.
days a week.
Okay.
But I want to know how long before you're live you should be sending a warning message out or an invitation message, because
There's a difference of opinion, but honestly, anywhere 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes before, so that way, the algorithm can pick it up. And then it
yeah,
shows you going live,
yeah, because I noticed that when I did an hour, my numbers didn't improve. But if I did a
Right.
really short one,
I
like
would do,
15 to
I would do
20
about 15 minutes before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
awesome. And I always listen to myself before I put it out there.
Awesome.
And I use
Awesome.
notes. I've got Post-it notes that stick to my
I love
screen.
it. Love it. Love it.
Oh, but I love this. This is so great. Thanks for
Yes,
sharing. I'm
honey.
so glad that there's training on there I can go get.
Yes, absolutely. You guys utilize it. There's some good training in the TikTok deal. Okay, Candy. Are you there, my doll? There
Hi,
you are.
good evening.
Hey.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, Amy.
Of course.
I was able to get on one of your lives for a few minutes,
Yep.
and it was great. So I want to learn a little bit more about the subscribing aspect.
Oh, yeah.
When do you go live?
So, I just switched it up. So I will be going live at 6 p.m. Pacific time every night now.
Okay.
I'm going back to my night and day again. So
Is this the
back
one
at it.
for, I like the almost, I kind of like the paid version rather than the free version. Is there a
Okay, yeah, so my
difference in time?
yeah, my subscriber lives are Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, and then Sunday, 8 a.m. Pacific. You get
Okay.
2 a week. I think we meet up, what, 8 times a month? And that one, the reason it's a subscriber live is because I can close it off.
Okay. Well, and it's training, I imagine. I mean, it's
It's
more geared.
it's so helpful. It's so helpful. We
Okay.
talk all things about online business and all that. Yep, absolutely. And for somebody that's scared to go live, this is a perfect storm because you get on video. I have 9 screens open. You can get your face on the camera. You get used to talking through it, and it will actually help you to go live.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
Yeah.
So, I have like 3 little quick short
Okay.
questions. I had heard that if you use the hashtags that you use them all the time, the familiar ones, like digital marketing, work from home, that you're only attracting those people in that niche. What about if you use hashtags like your market, your target audience would be looking for, like say women in retirement or grandmas? I mean, would that be sometimes good to add those kind of hashtag? I'm sorry, this isn't about
Well, yeah, we're supposed, it's kind of off
apologize.
topic, so I'm
I'm
just going to
sorry.
briefly touch on this, but yeah, we need to kind of stay on topic. We got a lot
I'm
of people with their
sorry.
hands up.
Okay.
But generally, I would only use 2 hashtags that talk about women in retirement. If you're doing like also retirement income,
Okay.
they got a 3x3. There's different, everybody's got different opinions on hashtags, honestly.
Okay.
Whatever I talk about in my video is how I break down my hashtags.
Okay. And then do you feel like the fact that you were able to quit your jobs in that short period of time, 11 weeks, I think you said,
Yeah.
was it
10.
because you did lives twice a day? Was that
Absolutely? I believe it had a big factor in it. Absolutely.
okay?
I mean, there's many different reasons.
Yeah.
You guys, I was in it to win it, man. I was in 110%. I was on every Zoom call. I was in it, but I was creating content. I was going live. Yes, that does help tremendously. It does.
Okay. Thank you. That was it.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. All right, Donna. Michelle, I know we're getting long on time. Do you want to stop after a few more?
I mean, yeah, you've been on an hour and 20 minutes.
I know. I'm like, keeps adding too.
I know.
So I'll just take a couple more, guys. Go ahead, Donna.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I just not a lot of questions. I always get on your lives and I love watching you. Amie,
Yes.
you're a real inspiration.
Thank you, honey.
One of the things a couple weeks or just the other day, I was playing around with live because I have only gone live twice, and I was playing around trying to do some things, and I clicked on the button and went live. It wasn't even ready, but you know what? I just went it. So that was baptism by fire, and it was fine.
Yeah.
Y'all are talking about letting people know you're going live. Is that just are you just talking about doing a video and saying, hey everybody,
So some people do throw out a video every day and say, hey, I'm going to go live at such and such time. And you can do that. Honestly, when you're first starting out, after you've been doing it for a while, people pretty much know your schedule. But that's up to you, honey. I mean, really, if you want to do a video every single day and talk about when you go live, you can do that too. Totally up to you.
But is there a feature or something?
No, it's just doing a video. Just doing a video, yeah. I just make sure that I always talk about it in my live that I'm on. Hey, I'll see you guys tomorrow at X, Y, and Z.
Okay. Yeah. And then my only other question is, I see people with like little stickers on their lives that like have their.
Here's my deal. A lot of people ask about that, and I just wouldn't even worry about that right now, guys, because you have to go into enhance, you have to hit stickers, you have to do this, you can't put that. I mean, honestly, get it down good. Do what you're doing, get it down good, and then worry about that other stuff later.
Okay.
Just send everybody to your profile and your link. That's what I would do. Just
Okay.
you don't need anything more. Just get it good. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. I
Yeah.
was just wondering about that. And that's what I was doing, playing around on the live part of it in here live.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Thanks so much for all
You
your
bet,
help.
honey.
Appreciate
You
it.
bet. Yeah. Okay, last one, iPhone. And then I'm gonna have to cut it off, guys. Sorry.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Thank you so much for doing this tonight. This is
Of
awesome.
course.
I have been doing this for a while. I've gone live one time
Okay.
and I had so many, oh my gosh, so many crazy people on there that it just, I'm so intimidated now to do
Yeah.
it. But I have to do it and I'm going
Right.
to do it. I struggle still
Okay.
with my story
Okay.
because I don't like you have an awesome story. And Michelle,
Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a story.
I know, and I still struggle with mine. And I know I'm
Okay.
not gonna get to that tonight,
Okay.
but I still have to figure that out. I'm still working
Okay.
on that.
Okay.
When I did go live, at the end of it, I could not figure out how to end it.
Okay, so up in the corner here, there's a circle with a line through it. You hit it, and then a little pop-up will say end now or cancel. You hit
Okay.
end now.
Okay. Because I
And
just
my
had to
rec
phone off.
what oh
'Cause
yeah, no, yeah, just that's how you do it. Is just hit that little button right there and then end now, and then it'll give you your analytics afterwards. It'll pop up. But here's
Okay.
what I want to say, and I want to, and I'll end on that. Is that everybody's got a story, you guys. And if you quit trying to speak from here and you start speaking from here, they're going to feel it. There is something in every piece of this product that resonates with you. Talk about it. How is it you've never done a live before, but now you're sitting on a live? That's because you've had training inside of the community. Now you can talk about the community. Think about what this product is doing for you personally and how it fits into your everyday day to day, Speak on that. Come from here with it. And if it's not happening right this second, talk about what it will do for you.
Right.
And once you start talking from your heart, babe, that's when you're just going to be so powerful. Don't come from here because then you're going to be fumbling. You're going to try to think of the next thing to say and the next thing and the next thing. Talk from your heart. When you start coming from your heart, those people watching that live are going to feel that. If you need to cry on your live, you cry on your live. If you need to smile, smile. If you need to, whatever you need to do, you be you. Because that's who truly, when somebody purchases, they're not purchasing the product, they're purchasing you.
Right.
Okay. So you need to talk about you and why you purchase. Why did you purchase? What's it doing or what will it do for you? And what do you see that it's doing for others? Use my story. Talk about my story. Talk about Michelle's story. If you don't have one that you can think of in the moment. And the more you go live, the better you're going to get. And the more you're going to think about. And the more, every time something happens powerful for you, talk about it. Whether it's just hitting 1,000 followers, whether it's getting 5 people in your funnel, talk about it, love on it, live in it.
Yeah.
They're going to feel that.
Okay.
Absolutely. You've got a story, honey. Just talk about it. Seriously.
Okay.
All right, girl.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you.
Uh-huh. Well, you guys, thank you so very much. And, you guys can holler at Michelle if you want another one of these. I would be more than welcome to help out with another one if need be. I knew that there was a big need for it, and I'm always available too. So I just wanted to thank you guys all for showing up tonight. And as always, I'm around if you have any questions or anything. Love you guys so very much. And I hope you have a great Monday night, okay?
Yeah, this is awesome, Amie. Thank you. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes. I
So,
know.
yeah. Thanks, everybody. Have an awesome week.